All right, since we don't have an interview this week, I wanted to talk about one more topic, and that is the isotension principle. Have you ever heard of it? Have you? This was kind of new to me, and this is why I say, like, I'm always learning. We are all always still learning. Let me pull it up because I took a little picture just so I wouldn't. So, the isotension principle basically supports flexing in between sets. So if you see someone standing there in the mirror and they're flexing their biceps or whatever, and you're like, oh, he's such a tool. Actually, he's being really smart. So I'll read you off. Let's see. Continue to flex and contract the muscles you're training. This not only keeps them pumped and ready for more action, but it is in itself a very beneficial kind of exercise as well. Flexing is a form of isometric exercise, and isometrics involve very intense muscle contractions. Bodybuilder who poses and flexes in the gym, uh, watching himself in the mirror is engaged in a very important part of his workout. So basically, um, it keeps the muscles, it keeps the blood flow in the muscles, but on its own, since it's a type of isometric exercise, you're continuing to work the muscle, if that makes sense. And I thought that that was very interesting and I wanted to share with you guys. It has to do with like, it's the way that you're keeping the blood flow in there, if that makes sense. Let me see what else it says if I could read anything else off. It just says it isn't enough to have big muscles. You have to be able to control them as well. And that's something you have to learn. You get the same kind of benefits from really hard sessions of posing practice too. Yeah, I guess. So let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So basically, isometric exercises involve very intense contractions of the muscle. So it's its own type of exercise, helps to keep the blood flow in. And then if you're into bodybuilding, which I'm not a bodybuilder, so this part doesn't really matter to me. However, if you are a bodybuilder, like actually competing, it does. It helps you gain control of your muscles, if that makes sense. I just thought that that was a very interesting little tidbit I wanted to share. So if the next time you see somebody flexing in a mirror, instead of scoffing at them, go do it yourself too. I do it. I'll look at myself on shoulder day and I start to flex and show off my muscles or whatever just because I want to look at myself. But then I read this and was like, oh, it's actually to my benefit that I'm flexing. So if you flex in the mirror and you check it yourself out, you are not a fool. You are on the right freaking path. Isn't that cool? I don't know. I thought that was cool.